Hello friends, today we are going to see a new poem, Basketful of Moonlight by Sunil Sharma. Friends, before starting see a poem, we shall see warming up or chit chat activity. There are few questions in this activity. We shall solve it. Did you like to hear bedtime stories when you were a child? Yes, I very much like to hear bedtime stories when I was a child. Who usually told you the bedtime stories? My grandmother, my grandfather, my mother, and my father. Why did you like them? I like them because they are very interesting and funny. Do you still like to hear those stories again? Yes, definitely. If I got a chance to hear those stories again, I will be very happy. I will be very fortunate if I hear those stories once again. Okay, now we shall see poem. The speaker in the poem is a small boy. He lives in a village. The poet as a child asking for moonlight and he wants the seeds of moonlight in plenty. The child desperately needs the seeds of moonlight to sow them on both sides the path from the city to his village because every day many people go to the city to earn their wages. As the village is far away from the city, when the villagers came back in the evening, it is almost dark and late to reach back. The path or route is very difficult and dangerous as many poisonous creatures like snake and scorpion are there in the way and there is no vehicle to bring them safely to their homes. They have to come by walk only, facing all these difficulties. The father of the child is also going to the city for work who comes late at night in that darkness. The child is asleep when his father comes back at night, and that is why the child wants many small moons on the way to illuminate the path of his village. He really cares for his father. The poet further adds that his father, who comes late due to darkness, while the child is asleep, goes to work early in the morning while the child is still sleeping. In both conditions, the child is unable to meet his father. He wants to listen to the fairy tales and the stories about the world. He wants to pass quality time with his father. He wants his father to come back early in the evening. So he wants basket full of moonlight from the moon. He is ready to pay for it. He wants it on loan because he wants his father with him entirely and safely. 1.3 Basketful of Moonlight. प्रस्तुत कवितेत कवी चंद्राला टोपली भरून चंद्रप्रकाश देण्याची विनंती करीत आहे कारण तो चंद्रप्रकाश त्याला रस्त्याचा दुतर्फा पेरावायचा आहे जेणेकरून त्याचे शहरात काम करण्यास गेलेले वडील गावाकडे लवकर परत येतील त्यांची भेट होईल व त्यांच्याकडून त्याला छान परिकथा ऐकता येतील 1.3 Basketful of Moonlight बाय सुनील शर्मा. मित्रांनो, ही एक अतिशय सुंदर अशी कविता आहे. या कवितेमध्ये एक लहान मुलगा आपल्या वडिलांनी घरी लवकर आले पाहिजे म्हणून चंद्राकडे चंद्रप्रकाशाच्या बिया मागत आहे. तो चंद्राला म्हणतो आहे, हे चंद्रा, मला टोपलीभर किंवा 2 टोपल्या भरून चंद्रप्रकाश दे. चंद्रप्रकाशाचे बीज दे. शहरापासून माझ्या गावापर्यंत रस्त्याच्या दोन्ही बाजूंना मला छोटे छोटे प्रकाश देणारे अनेक चंद्र पेरावयाचे आहेत. दररोज संपूर्ण गावातील लोक शहरात कामाला जातात. माझं गाव खूप दूर असल्यामुळे परत यायला त्यांना खूप अंधार होतो. रस्ता खडतर आहे. वाटेत साप आणि विंचू आहेत. बस किंवा गाडी काहीही या रस्त्याने ये-जा करत नाही. जेव्हा माझे बाबा परत येतात तेव्हा मी झोपलेला असतो. म्हणून हे चंद्रा, मला कर्जाने टोपली दे. तो अंधार असलेला मार्ग मला प्रकाशमय करायचा आहे, जेणेकरून माझे बाबा तर घरी परत येतील. मला त्यांच्याकडून परीकथा आणि इतर गोष्टी ऐकता येतील. हे चंद्रा, मला एक टोपलीभर प्रकाश दे, कारण मला चंद्रप्रकाशाच्या बिया रस्त्याच्या कडेचा आहेत. तर अशा प्रकारे एक अतिशय सुंदर आणि सोपी ही कविता आहे. या कवितेमध्ये एक लहान मुलगा आपल्या वडिलांनी घरी लवकर आलं पाहिजे म्हणून चंद्राकडे चंद्र बियांची मागणी आहे. तो चंद्राला म्हणतो आहे की मला एक टोपलीभर चंद्रप्रकाशाच्या किंवा मूनलाईटच्या बिया दे. या ज्या मूनलाईटच्या बिया असतील, या मूनलाईटच्या बिया घेऊन हा मुलगा काय करणार आहे, तर या मूनलाईटच्या बिया घेऊन मुलगा रस्त्याच्या दुतर्फा लावणार आहे. कुठं लावणार आहे, कोणत्या रस्त्याला लावणार आहे, तर ज्या रस्त्यावरून त्याचे वडील शहरामधून काम करून आपल्या घरी येतात, ज्या रस्त्यावर कुठेही लाईट्स नाही आहेत, जो रस्ता अतिशय खडतर आहे, जो रस्ता अतिशय खराब आहे, ज्या रस्त्यावर साप, विंचू इत्यादी सारखे प्राणी आहेत, ज्या रस्त्यावर कोणत्याही प्रकारची बस किंवा इतर वाहन ये-जा करत नाही, अशा रस्त्यावर त्या लहान मुलाला मूनलाईटच्या किंवा चंद्रप्रकाशाच्या बिया लावायचा आहे. कारण काय, तर त्याचे वडील जे असतील हे शहरात दररोज कामाला जात आहेत. शहर ते या मुलाचं गाव यामध्ये भरपूर अंतर आहे. रस्ताही खराब आहे आणि त्यामुळे सकाळी वडील लवकर कामावर जातात, रात्री वडील उशिरा कामावर येतात. सकाळी ज्यावेळी वडील हे कामावर जातात त्यावेळी हा मुलगा झोपलेला असतो. रात्री जेव्हा वडील कामावरून परत येतात तेव्हा देखील हा मुलगा झोपलेला असतो आणि त्यामुळे कित्येक दिवस वडील आणि मुलगा या दोघांची भेट नाही. ज्याप्रमाणे इतर मुलांचे वडील त्यांना परीकथा सांगतायत, इतर गोष्टी सांगतायत, अशा प्रकारच्या गोष्टी, परीकथा या लहान मुलाला देखील आपल्या वडिलांकडून ची इच्छा आहे. आणि म्हणून तो चंद्राला म्हणतो आहे की कृपया मला एक बास्केट फुल, एक टोपलीभर किंवा 2 टोपलीभर चंद्राच्या बिया दे आणि या ज्या बिया असतील तर या मला तू कर्जाऊ दे, जेणेकरून या बिया मी रस्त्याच्या दोन्ही बाजूला लावेल आणि दोन्ही बाजूला या बी लावल्यामुळे काय होणार आहे, तर रस्त्यावर प्रकाश पडेल आणि रस्त्यावर प्रकाश पडल्यामुळे जो खडतर रस्ता असेल हा रस्ता सोपा होईल. विंचू असतील किंवा साप असतील त्यांना स्पष्टपणे दिसतील आणि रस्त्यावर अंधार नसल्यामुळे, रस्त्यावर प्रकाश असल्यामुळे माझे वडील लवकर घरी येतील आणि मला परीकथा सांगतील, इतर कथा सांगतील. असं या ठिकाणी तो लहान मुलगा आहे, हा लहान मुलगा विनंती करत आहे. तर अशा प्रकारे एक अतिशय सुंदर आणि लहानशी अशी ही पोएम आहे, कविता आहे. मित्रांनो, या कवितेमध्ये कोणत्याही प्रकारचे रायमिंग वर्ड्स नाही. मग या कवितेवर प्रश्न विचारला जाऊ शकतो, ॲप्रिशिएशन ऑफ पोएम. यामध्ये आपणास टायटल लिहावायचे आहे. टायटल Basketful of Moonlight, Poet सुनील शर्मा, राईम स्कीम नो राईम स्कीम. या कवितेमध्ये रायमिंग वर्ड्स नसल्यामुळे राईम स्कीम देखील कोणते नाही, नो राईम स्कीम. फिगर ऑफ स्पीच, alliteration. Theme: in this poem, the poet is very small. His father goes to nearby city for work early in the morning and returns late in the evening. At that time, poet is asleep. So, he never meets his father. He requests the moon to give him seeds of moonlight, which he can sow on both sides of the road, so that his father returns home early and he can listen fairy tales and stories from him. English workshop. First question is, complete the following sentences with the help of the poem. First, the child wants to sow small moons of light from. The child wants to sow small moons of light from the city to his village. Second, according to the child, the route of his village is tough and full of. According to the child, the route of his village is tough and full of snakes and scorpions. Third, the child wants a basket full of moonlight on. The child wants a basket full of moonlight on lawn. Fourth, the child wants to light the dark route so that the child wants to light the dark route so that his father returns early. Okay. Now, the second activity is state whether the following statements are true or false. You have to tell only whether the statement is true or false. First, the speaker's village is near the city. False. Second, the bus plies from the village to the city. False. Third, the child wants to hear the fairy tales and stories from his father. True. Fourth, the child's father goes to the city once in a week work. False. The child's father returns home late. True. Okay, friends. Now, the third activity is write down the describing words used for the following nouns. Friends, describing words are those words who gives us more information about nouns. मित्रांनो, डिस्क्रायबिंग वर्ड्स म्हणजे वर्णनात्मक शब्द. वर्णनात्मक शब्द हे शक्यतोवर नामाबद्दल अधिक माहिती देत असतात. So friends, you have given here few nouns and you have to find out the describing words for these nouns from the poem. For example, moons. The describing word is small, so it is small moons. Root. The describing word is dark, so it is dark root. Village. The describing word is whole, so it is whole village. Morning. The describing word is early, so it is early morning. So friends, small, dark, whole, early are the describing words for these nouns. Now, the fourth activity is the child in the poem wants to solve the problem of his village. How can the child solve them with the following wishes? Answer in your notebook. Friend, listen the question very carefully. The child in the poem wants to solve the problem of his village. How can the child solve them with the following wishes? Answer in your notebook. First one, give me moonlight, basketful or two basketful with seeds of moonlight. Answer, the child can take help of local people and request the government to provide lights on the road from the city to his village. The second one is, I want to light the dark route so that my father returns early. Answer, the child can, with the help of villagers, build good roads and make the roads safe so that his father and other villagers can return safe and early to their village. Then, the fifth activity is, pick out and write the lines from the poem that prove the following. Friends, in this activity, you have to do one work. Here, the meaning of the line is given and you have to find out the line from the poem. First, father reaches home late after dark. When my father returns home, I'm asleep. Second, eager to hear fairy tales from his father. Line from the poem is, I too want to hear fairy tales and stories from him. Third, remove darkness and bring light among the darker paths. The line from the poem is, I want to sow seeds of moon on the sides of the path. Prefix and suffix. Friends, prefix and suffix are the two very important concepts in English language. So, try to understand the difference between prefix and suffix. मित्रांनो, प्रिफिक्स आणि सफिक्स या इंग्रजी भाषेतील दोन अतिशय महत्त्वाच्या संकल्पना आहेत. त्यामुळे प्रिफिक्स आणि सफिक्स यामधील फरक नीट समजून घ्या. Prefix, group of letters that's added to the beginning of a word. Listen prefix very carefully. Prefix means group of letters that's added to the beginning of a word. Prefix म्हणजे काय? तर प्रिफिक्स म्हणजे अक्षरांचा असा समूह जो दिलेल्या शब्दाचा आधी लावला जातो. तुम्हाला काही शब्द दिलेले असतील, त्या शब्दांचा आधी आपण काही अक्षर लावणार आहोत, त्याला आपण म्हणणार आहोत प्रिफिक्स. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, मॅटिक इज द रूट वर्ड अँड ऑटो इज प्रिफिक्स. फायनल इज द रूट वर्ड अँड सेमी इज प्रिफिक्स. देन सफिक्स. Suffix means group of letters that's added to the end of a word. Suffix means group of letters that's added to the end of a word. मित्रांनो, सफिक्स म्हणजे काय? तर सफिक्स म्हणजे अक्षरांचा असा समूह जो दिलेल्या शब्दाचा नंतर लावायचा असतो, दिलेल्या शब्दाच्या शेवटी लावायचा असतो. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, thank is a root word and full is suffix. Friend is a root word and ship is a suffix. Okay, now you came to know the difference between prefix and suffix. Okay, now write as many words as you can using full as suffix. Friends, you have to write down two words that ended with full as suffix. For example, I have given here few: basketful, catful, handful, spoonful, colorful, sackful, potful. You have to increase this list. Are you ready for it? Okay. Now, Figures of speech. Figures of speech is very important for any language. Figures of speech is nothing but the ornament of that language. Figures of speech is used for enrich that particular language. मित्रांनो, फिगर्स ऑफ स्पीच म्हणजे शब्दालंकार आणि हे शब्दालंकार भाषा समृद्ध करत असतात. भाषा समृद्ध करण्यासाठी शब्दालंकार किंवा फिगर्स ऑफ स्पीच वापरत असतात. In English, there are many figures of speech, but here I only give you 13 figures of speech. Simile, metaphor, personification, hyperbole, alliteration, antithesis, apostrophe, irony, paradox, pun, repetition, oxymoron, climax, etc. Among it, we have to learn alliteration and repetition of speech. First, alliteration. When in a sentence there is repetition of the beginning sound of neighboring word, it is the use of alliteration. Listen carefully. What is meant by alliteration? Alliteration means when in a sentence there is repetition of the beginning sounds of neighboring words. It is the use of alliteration. एखाद्या वाक्यात वेगवेगळ्या शब्दाच्या सुरुवातीला समान ध्वनी पुन्हा पुन्हा आलेले असतील तर तेथे alliteration असते. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, ओ मून, गिव मी मूनलाइट, basketful or too basketful. Here, o and b are alliterated. Second one is repetition. What is meant by repetition? Repetition means when in a sentence same words are repeated, it is the use of repetition. एखाद्या वाक्यात जर एखादा शब्द पुन्हा पुन्हा आलेला असेल तर तेथे रिपिटिशन असते. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, आय वॉन्ट टू सो स्मॉल स्मॉल मून्स ऑफ लाईट. In this sentence, small word is repeated. Now, pick out the examples of alliteration and repetition from poem. For example, alliteration. The root is tough and full of snakes and scorpions. Here, s is alliterated. O moon, give me the moonlight. Is alliterated here. I want to sow seeds of moon on the sides of path. S is alliterated here. Then repetition. I want to sow small small moons of light. Here small small is repeated here. Now friends, you have to do homework. Are you ready to do homework? Okay, no problem. Now write an imaginary letter to the moon to convey your feelings about it. Discuss about it with your partner and draft the letter using the poem as a basis of the letter. Supporting points are given here: sign of beauty, symbol of joy, infinite pleasure, urge to compose poems, songs, music. But friends, remember one point in your mind, that you have to write a letter to the moon, right? But you have to write the letter on left hand side margin only. Now, the second activity is compose imaginary poetic lines. Friends, I know that you all are very imaginary persons. So, you have to compose few imaginary lines. I have composed here 2 lines and you have to compose 3 lines. Are you ready for it? Okay. Now, third homework for you is discuss with your friend, brother, sister, your classmate and write your list of wishes to make your village, town, city, people happy. You can use the following words: great, wish, share, talk, help, cooperate, communicate. Okay friends, so complete the homework as early as possible.